live. What's up YouTube, what's up Twitch, Sungluten here. And this is the last stream of the season. I think 2 days more or 3 until the end of the season. Currently still top 1 I believe, but very close with Ship It. Ship It is almost there to be honest, and if I can keep that #1 spot until the end, I would be very surprised. Because I have work, sadly, next 2 days. If the end of the season would be on a weekend, it might be a different story, but middle of the week is middle of the week, sadly. It is what it is. Hey, it is. I appreciate that. Yeah, apologies for the 1 minute late, but I'm here. Streamer better stay #1. Let's see if that works. Sadly, we don't see the emotes in the chat here. Let me see if they work here. Oh yeah, here they work. Okay. Hey, Boostry, what's up? On Twitch. Yeah, PHP Harity, exactly. We hope he takes a vacation, but probably not the case, sadly. Anyways, let's have a quick look. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. His sister, Reverend Mother, they're fine. Hey, WLMEK, I appreciate the sub there. Thanks a lot for the Prime sub on Twitch. W to you. As in your name. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Reverend Mother, Bennett's sister, why not, but nothing crazy. Memo, Minimic. Okay, well, we have 4 very strong leaders here, I think. Probably gonna be between them. Those 2 deck builders might not be favored with that kind of row. We did it on Twitch, it seems 10 subs, I guess. That's what was... I don't know, I don't understand everything that happens on Twitch, guys, but I'm very happy for this Prime sub, so thanks a lot again, WLMEK, I appreciate that. Who of your favorite streamers at once? Can it get better? It could get better if you could see your messages, Polykill. Oh, you only see them on overlay. That's weird. That is weird. Yeah, it's... Oh, wait. Ilban or Handro? Yeah, it's gonna be Ilban. Oh, it's also tempting, to be honest. Position 2 might be the one I like Ilban the least, but it's still Ilban. The old grumpy himself, yeah, exactly. But Andrew as player 2 is also super interesting. I kind of wish they didn't give me that choice because those are probably my 2 favorite leaders beside Baron. But yeah, just gonna make it work this way. Rearrange quickly my windows here. Okay, there we go. Ah, what the hand. That's terrible. All my greens are here, so that kinda tough one. You lost the Baron game yesterday against Georges. Oh yeah, Georges knows how to play against the Baron, definitely. Definitely. So, can I get smuggling? That would be peak. That would be perfect. Although it doesn't warrant me a Swordmaster round 2, even if I do get smuggling, because I have all my greens, so I would probably still just ring to smuggle and then go Mentat. Wait, you online? I mean, are you live? I missed that. No, right? So I'm not understanding, Polykill, what is it? 2 of your favorite streamers at once, can it get better? Yeah, right. Is it because you're in chat, so Polykill has access to both of us at the same time? Or am I not understanding something here? It's a bit of a bummer of a hand, not gonna lie. I'm almost looking at Spice and try to get deck nego. Could be something. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you're also assuming that's what he means, right? Having some fun with the new emotes. Yeah, guys, on Twitch and on YouTube, as well as on Discord, I added a couple of new emotes that I created over the weekend. Shout out to Diz because he inspired me with these awesome new emotes that he got out. But yeah. Hey, exactly. The Mentat one, the Zorro, and the me drinking syrup as well. You're about to inspire me on Thursday. Hey, curious to hear about that. Is there going to be an announcement? Whoa, Viva resubscribed with the tier 1 11 month. Yo, that's huge. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. And we have a hype train. How does that work again? And okay, 4 minutes and then I can unlock a reward, I guess, on Twitch. Good evening, Viva, and good to have you here. Syrup is one of your favorite dishes. Oh, well, glad you enjoy that one. I just created a new one before the stream. It's a top deck one, like similar to what you did, but still in the anime theme. So what are we doing? To be honest, we spent that time. Hey Tom, I appreciate that. Yeah, let's try to live up to these expectations. Hey Olive, hey Wivrex, good to have you all here. Good evening. Yeah, anime fan, yeah, definitely. The famous Sangleton in French. Hey Mega Donut. Yeah, let's go for extra spice. It's gonna be a bit of an atypical way, but my goal then is wealth and conspire, and hopefully it's not a Solari conflict so that we get Swordmaster round 3. Oh, I'm 6-0 away from first now. I haven't looked at the leaderboard in a couple of hours, but in the previous game I actually jumped into queue against Bludgeon, kind of unintended. I just was recording games, so I'm not going to spoil it, although if you were on his live stream you will know what it was. But at that point I was still first, but now I don't know. Am I still number 1? Well, I guess we'll see after this one. I was number 1 last time I checked it 2 hours ago, but it's very, very close. I think I was 9-0 away, so maybe it was even 3 hours. So yeah, he could have played 2 games and just caught up with me if he's active. But I saw him playing earlier today, ship it. So no doubt he's up there, if not very close. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist tattoo, awesome. Yeah, I have one tattoo as well of an anime. I have how do you call those in Freedom Corps or whatever, Explorator Corps, not Survey Corps, I think in English, from Attack on Titan. Wait. Oh no, it's fine. Okay, I get 1 spice here. Right. I was scared. I kind of messed up, but it's fine. From Attack on Titans. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I've watched, I think, like 70 or 80 different animes over the years. I've watched a lot. I have a list actually in the same app where I log in all my Dune Imperium games, right? I have another table with all the anime I've watched with the ratings and blah blah blah. But I don't think I wouldn't consider myself like a, how do you say, a good art critic. It's really just about the vibe for me. So I'm a big fan of Naruto, for instance, or One Piece, just for the nostalgic aspect, because I watched them as a kid. So I rewatched them maybe 5-10 years ago, and I still love it. So there goes that. Oh, and it's Solari. Oh, Doro Doro. Yeah, I watched season 1. It was a good one. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Wait, let me drop a bit the sound here. It was a bit too loud for me. Hitman Reborn. I would need to check that. I haven't seen it. That's one I haven't seen. That's bad news. Having Solari here on that combat is bad news, but let's still go on with our plan. Gather as much Solari as we can. Read through all of Naruto. Oh wow, yeah, I've never had the patience though to read mangas. I'm not a big reader, to my own shame, but I've watched a lot. I mean, I've watched the entire series, obviously, for Naruto, but in terms of anime and stuff, yeah, I've spent quite some of my studying time watching anime. My girlfriend says it's looking at pictures, not reading. Yeah, that's true. But I'd rather look at or watch motion pictures than. At least they move on their own, you know. I don't have to turn pages and stuff. Hey, Weaver 25 stream streak. Amazing. That's huge. Web of Power for Helena. Beast got smuggling, which is a bit of a bummer, I guess. Because he's gonna get his Swordmaster first, but we should be before Tessia. Maybe before Helena, that remains to be seen, I guess. It's June time. I can try to make my best impression, wait. It's June time, it's June time. I love the intro, to be honest. It's amazing. It's like a proper brand, you know. And you say it, I hear it in my head. I have to try and replicate it. It's just like, how do you say it? Paying my respects basically to the GOAT streamer there. Wait, why is this still here? She nuked and did not play the ring yet? Oh, she played Seek Allies first. I'm gonna get season resistant to it. I'm gonna get demonetized for copyright infringement. I mean, people will think I earn money on the videos. Don't worry, I don't. There is no ad. I haven't reached. I think you need 1,000 subscribers, I guess, to start getting your videos monetized. Right now, it's only about memberships and Twitch primes, but to be fully transparent, all that money gets back into the channel, especially in tournament rewards. So until I win my own tournaments, I'm technically not really getting paid for anything here, but I enjoy the journey. It's fun to be with you guys. Just play and hear about your thoughts, your experiences. Sangrit and the Thief, stealing this emoji. I do my own, but I stole the inspiration. Yeah, that I would take. That I agree with. Stealing Bludgeon's intro. Yeah. Well, I was kind of tempted into doing so from Midori, right? Not my fault, once again. And stealing Shipit's first place, yeah, but he's gonna steal it back. It's not like I took it for long. It's more like a borrow than a steal. So, but I see where you're coming from, Rex. Kill, you want to see to hear Diz sing June time as well on his next stream? Yeah, let's try to push him to do so next time. Have secret stashes, yeah. Ah, the ring comes now, yeah. Yeah, so she did still nuke for a reason. We did find bribery before, by the way, so that's not too bad. But it could be Jamis. I don't hate Jamis for the infiltrate, the trash. Let's go for that. You checked today and it was like a 1 point difference between me and Shipit. Yeah, Midori. Last I checked was like 3 hours ago. And I was like 9 elo ahead of him. But I guess he played in the meantime. So we'll see after this game how it looks. Hopefully it looks better. Hopefully we can win this and see where we go from there. Oh, please don't go ship on your first action, Tessia. So that I actually get Swordmaster still next hand. Bring the cowbell as well. You can never get too much cowbell. What is the cowbell? Trying to think. On Bludgeon stream? Doesn't ring a bell. Oh, that's really a hand I wish I can go Swordmaster with. All my greens are here, basically. No, don't ship now. I'm trying to table talk into it. Yeah, now it's too late. She bought the tech, but sad. I did try my best. Yeah, exactly. Well, it is what it is. What are we doing? Yeah, he's got a combat VP. What? But you don't get it? Ah, okay. So like he's trying to prevent me from getting it. Yeah, I mean, guys, that's one thing I realized since I'm top one, blah, blah, blah. You get targeted much more by default. Like people hate on you in chat. That's one thing, a lot more. Like everyone tells me I'm lucky, blah, 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 all the time in the games. It's so tiring. And I do get a lot of that. Like if there's a 50-50 in terms of alliances, I get chased, even if I'm below in terms of points. It does happen a lot. It's crazy. It's a bit sad, but it is what it is. And poor Soulmaster, yeah, hopefully. Not even sure because Helena might take it. Thank God you're 68, aiming to be 69. Amazing. That's exactly what we want to hear. Just don't give me my green. Yeah, okay. At least we have the 5, so we could maybe get replacement eyes or something else. Pretty nice. But Jam is bottom of the deck. Plus, we do get a reshuffle next hand, meaning we won't really get a trash out. Yeah, she could do that, right? We could definitely just go smuggle up and get her Solari. Oh, she still ends up doing it and probably takes away replacement eyes. What do we want to do? I like still suits, maybe just blocking the second water for everyone for anyone else. Because we probably don't get Soulmaster next round anyways, so let's at least try to get some value out of our actions. Oh, she's on a 7. Is it a nuke? Is it Manu? It's a nuke for humanity. For humanity. Was wet. Do I really get a combat for free, or does he have a... To be honest, that smells like a double cross to me. It does smell like a double cross, but I think I'll greed it. I'm not gonna send out the second troop. Just gonna... Yeah, but... He just wants to play Diplo. That could also be the option, because he doesn't have the water, so can't go hardy. I don't know. Can I greed it? Can I just be greedy, or do I... Oh, there it comes. Okay, well, she's the one with double cross. Which kind of sucks, because it's one of my troops that gets popped, but we can still react to that and get first place with just an extra troop. The spice not too bad. Would put me on 5 spice. Oh, she can't get Soulmaster next round. True. True. No, you cannot put a Dreadnought. It replaces it with a troop that comes from your garrison. So it's pretty... not from your garrison, from your reserve, not from here. So it's actually pretty cool, because it does create a troop straight away. Yeah, let's just go Karth. Yeah, that spice looks good though, but that's only 5 spice. I don't have a green though. Maybe it's Arakin then. Let's Arakin try to get some more green for next round. And, okay. Yeah, it comes from supply, exactly. Do I want? I think we nuke. Give me Lady Jessica here. Come on. We want a green ideally, so Tilax Master, Jessica. Huh, interesting. Crusader and Researcher, I think, are my choices here to get very good cards in deck, and both of them are green. This is also green, so it's also a good card though, but Researcher? Yeah, let's take those two. Really pump up our green. Although I'm gonna regret it down the line, maybe, but it's okay, it's grafting, so grafting that to experimentations is pretty sweet. Come on, give me green. Oh. They want the green, yeah, exactly. Not the green I wanted, but the green we got, so there goes that. It's gonna have to be that one. At least we had a green. There was still 3 cards without a green here, I guess. So, yeah, the plan would be liaison to sword, jammies to still suits, and experiment down to great flat, I guess. Intrigues are not too bad, yeah. Yeah, I don't hate those. Giving him shipping. Indeed. Not too bad. But shipping is overrated, guys. Has to be smuggler, right? Doesn't have yellows. Went the green. Okay, I guess I go Jammies first to still suits just to make sure nobody can get great flat before me. Unless you get unrestricted shipping. And that's not too bad, but then I would argue you still need a Swordmaster to do that efficiently. Because right now on 2 agents, even if she gets shipping until round 7, I don't really care, to be honest. Yeah, let's not send out any troops. Do I trash Jamis now? Bit of a bummer, but... Nah, let's keep it, I guess. Going to say, I think it's a little unbalanced and kind of tilts the game a little. Yeah, if you have Swordmaster, it's very much better. It depends maybe as well a bit the decks that are on hand. If you find troop transports, then yes, maybe a bit better even on 2 agents. But other than that, on 2 agents, you're not going to be able to do that much. Because, I mean, if you look at it, it's like up, up, 1 action, 1 round. Okay. Then down, up, another round. Then up, down, another round. So you kind of get what, like, benefits 2 bumps every 3 rounds, I guess, or 4 even, depending. Which is not like a crazy kind of output, and those troops, you kind of need to be able to deploy them. You don't win a fight with just 1 combat space, more often than not, unless, again, if you have troop transports, then maybe a bit different. We find a dagger. Yeah. That's a bit of a bummer, though. We're gonna have to fight that to a certain extent, I guess. Oh yeah, true. She's got web, so that might go now. She has spy sat. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna fight that. This intrigue might just be for the bin. Might just as well. Let's deploy 1. I like Solari. I want Solari. Seven persuasion. That's also what shipping does to you. Look at what she reveals. All space, diplomacy, siege Reverend Mother. All of that you want to play, so she got to only play... Well, she drew probably 1 or 2 of those. Not even, she drew convincing and diplo off of that elective. So she got that power play for humanity. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous It is a bit of a dangerous game. I think we're gonna take that. I'm not too interested in reflexes right now, because I haven't crossed the line. Second wave. Let's take that and trash it, I guess, or at least trash something. I guess I'll trash the dagger. I bought a couple of greens. I don't mind revealing that fervor maybe a bit. So let's see. Oh. Do I want to flip it for another intrigue? Because I don't have really a garrison, so might not be the worst. Let's just do it this way. Try to get another intrigue. Because, yeah, the one thing is I'm not gonna really get an unlimited kind of garrison. Although, with that kind of spice, we hope for combat VP and just go rip it off on Highliner. Would be pretty sweet. Then obviously we can bribe for that friendship. Ambush is a trade up. I'm happy with that. Ah. Selective is something I'm looking at. We might still go for that fight, to be honest. Just be able to ship next round. But selective first, I like. Gonna flip that dagger, trash that dagger, and see what we play afterwards. Yeah, playing the proper spice out there. We could consider going this way into flipping this, because I'm not gonna be able to do anything about that intrigue. About that, yeah, that influence is not gonna be useful for me. So let's do that. Dagger. He's gonna give me Solari, right? So that could be my High Council, which I don't hate. Both without the ring, actually, with just Researcher and Experimentation. Spends me 2 Persuasion, so I'm back to 7 of the High Council, and it draws me a card. Might be 9, but then I still want to play my Diplo. Onyx Loopers, true, that could be a way to also just flip that. You're right. Well, that's gone. Here comes Solari. Yeah, High Council is gone, sadly. I was a bit scared of that. Ready? Yeah. I can delay Highliner, but then again, I could also just go research afterwards. I'd like to get that deck, and then it's gone. Yeah, that's true. It does happen. Definitely. But yeah, now nothing very much of interest for me. So maybe just Arthag with Ring and Researcher. We see what we pull, and we can always burn bribery here. Refocus we keep, I think. So let's bribe for that. I'll send out one troop. Is there a copter actually or something? A thopter? Actually, why not just sending both already? Because there is no more double cross. We already got double cross, so we can just send that. I'm low on syrup. I need more syrup. I'm actually gonna have too many intrigues, but I guess it's fine because I'm first to play next round. Syrup, 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 exactly. Oh, expedite. Is he gonna go all in? He's got one more agent afterwards, so... It does seem crazy to fight over that, but I do think I'll still do it. Because it could be quite some tempo with those two intrigues, the extra bump. Just to deny him, to allow them to fight over it. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer though, but I don't have access next round to Highliner. I would want to be able to ship... maybe I don't fight it, I don't know. What can he do reasonably? He can't go hardy, he can't deploy more. So it's really just about what he's got in his hand. And maybe an intrigue, but we also have our own intrigue here, so ambush. Yeah, he could have the sister though. Where's his last reveal? Wanted to see his last reveal. Didn't have the sister last round, he reshuffled. Here as well, yeah. Remember our game when the beast... Yeah, but this beast is a good beast. He's a good beast. We like him, but yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna go for it. I have a feeling that those intrigues are gonna be good. So we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it, rip it. I have one experimentation that I can play Jamis, I could play as well, but yeah, no greens again, right? No greens. Yeah, liaison, but that's a liaison. That's a green you really don't want to play, to be honest. It's not really. We could choose, but maybe we will just go research with it, or mental if it's still open, but I would probably ship first. He could have staged. Yeah, that's true as well. That is true. In which case I'm a bit overcommitted, but I don't think he has it. I think it's really just committing to get that, seeing that I would have the spice, but maybe not commit to a fight like that, like low value fight. So let's see. Technical. Restricted ordnance. Yeah, that's one way to get more swords. So he's technically on 15 now. Yeah, that's a bummer, because if he has a sister as well, he's on 17. Hopefully not more. Conspiracy with Emperor card, Truesayer. They're gonna be on the same side of the deck, so maybe. Oh, and we find Guildbankers behind. Bad news. Espionage could work with with the researcher, but I think my deck's already a bit too big. He doesn't have other swords. Come on. Perfect. If I find demand respect, we can actually go steal this with Jamis and the bomb. No, we don't. Okay, but calculated higher is fine, I guess. Let's take Emperor. Refocus could save my hand as well to a certain extent. Let's... Jamis to trash would be good as well, but then again, do I really want to go there? It's round 6 already. Is shipping really a thing now? And let's refocus. Convincing argument. Yeah, let's ship. And maybe hopefully we get research or mentat. I mean, mentat is cheaper, but research would also work, I guess. But that game does not feel great so far. Haven't found anything very happily. Oh, there we go. That's exactly the kind of stuff I wanted to see happening, right? Denying that fight, now seeing how this alliance is gonna keep them a bit distracted, I expect. 2 alliances, 2 friendships. 1 combat on Beast, 1 alliance on Helena, and myself, absolutely nothing, just friendships. But hopefully a spice must flow by the end of this. Is he gonna keep his head cool, go mentat, or is he gonna rush into secret something? Was Aga. It's so depressing having to play one of those cards here when you have this in your deck. Like, I want to play all of that, not the bloody crap I have in hand right now. But yeah, at least we get mentat, that's not too bad. Then she's gonna go sword, so it's only about Helena, whether she goes research or not. Hopefully we do find blue access to go maybe research afterwards. Because I would want ITD, the spice must flow, but research on... then, yeah, it's actually not going to be my last agent if I go Mentat now. That kind of dooms this card as well, to a certain extent. Yeah, let's just go Mentat. No more research action access. That was always going to be the risk, but I figured we have 3 of them. Surely one of them is going to be there. We could go secrets with Truesayer, flip Jamis, maybe. Technigo for flagship. I could also just play that experimentation actually. Oh yeah, research station is gone. To get another draw here, that's gone anyways. Then we can flip. Which one do we flip though? Because calculated higher round 7. Last agent, I doubt, I mean last 2 player, I doubt I get access to Mentat, to be honest. Or to the Mentat. And even if I do, I would probably rather go and draw from there rather than using that. So maybe I keep Know Their Ways. Maybe we do that. Take the Emperor. Reasonably, does anyone go there? Maybe I can go secrets first. Corner the market. Bloody hell. I have 2 persuasion cards and I need to hit 1 right now. For 8 and then experiment down and hope to hit the second one for 9. Yeah, let's see if it works. Come on. Hit me. Nope. Diplo. Someone's got that Web of Power. I think it's Lena, but she doesn't have it in hand. Okay. I guess we keep it that way. There could be an infiltrate, but I'll take my chances. What is the bloody market? Need to find, yeah, maybe I can still find an intrigue right here. For another draw, for charisma, something that gives me spice must flow this round. Otherwise it's basically cooked. I would take the Solari from Smuggle so that I can high cancel next round though. That might be a thing. And we could put that top of the deck as well. Maybe we do keep calculated higher and we just flip that now that it's fully locked. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Before doing anything else, we're gonna flip the intrigue. See what we get. Home shares. Well, we're gonna have to do it now. Oh, and we hit that. We just needed the other one. Or to be 1 research more. No. Oh, this is so frustrating. Missing the price must flop for this kind of small details. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to spend my Solari though. That feels pretty bad because no, I cancel next round. That means. No high cancel next round kind of sucks. He's getting a Spice Must Flow as well. And I don't, sadly. That's pretty good. I could take that. Plant coupling, I'm not sure I would at this stage. Although, yeah, I might get selective next round though. Oh, in the shadows though, but treachery definitely. Does he have? He has. Oh, he has the 7 now. Yeah, okay. But doesn't take in the shadows to try and compete for the alliance. 9 as well. Everyone just dangling their 9 in front of me. I could go research maybe next round as well. Sad I can't get both though. Grab the other guy for research action. And put that top of the deck to get a spices for next round. And then just get my beetle this way. Yeah, I think we'll do that. It's such a bummer. Bremen Camp, top of the deck? No, not top of the deck, but in the deck. Strong Persuasion, I don't know. Just to see what's behind it. I have it on the 4. There's not much I would want at this stage. Sucks so much to have to end turn on 8 there. Maybe Fremen Camp still. Because we could consider fighting to a certain extent. We'll see, I guess. Just gonna take it here and probably defend PG. That's also why In the Shadows didn't make so much sense for me. But now Beast with Treachery. We found Bremen Camp already. She's got the ring now. She's gonna bump that up. But down, yeah, down Fremen actually. Why not taking other memory? Because I don't really need more in my deck, to be honest. It's already pretty big deck. I don't have BG stuff to... Yeah, I mean, I do have Truth Sayer, but it's not like I want to fish it out of my discard, so I figured I think we'll be good with just that. Yeah, this would be a bit concerning, but... I need research action though. Hopefully she's not going there first. Transports, yeah, she's on 9 now. I think I cooked myself by not taking just the beetle, because now I don't know how I'm getting that. I need to find something. We need to be lucky on reflexes pull, because it's a bit of a bummer. It is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, Beast could score 3 points from that combat, definitely. I think it's Arakeen with those two. The extra salary does not really matter, so maybe we want to keep the green and play Recon instead. Not like my green is gonna do so much though. And let's just take the salary. Whatever. Yeah, we found an experimentation, but we're not finding a Spice Must Flow at this stage. Anyways, if it ends this round, corner is dead. Regardless, because we have not been able to get one last round. Oh, just because it keeps my flexibility open, consoleless. Because that one, why do I care about that one Solari? One could ask. Spaceport to look for a Spice Must Flow. Holtzman. So she gets another Spice Must Flow this round, yeah? Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, situations can change in the middle of a turn. You change your mind. There's new information, new text coming up. Typically, whatever she pulled might have brought us something we wanted. And it's just because that one Solari doesn't matter, right? So playing that city, recon, keeping the ring in hand just in case, would also have been a consideration. So... Hey Tony, guess my rank 1 is quite safe. Not really, no. Ship it, I think, will definitely pass me in the meantime. Ah, Water of Life, that's a pretty convenient one to have. He will probably pass me at some point because he's not very far away and I won't have so much time to grind during the work days. And he last week typically caught up at a rhythm of maybe 10 to 20 elo per day with the extra games he was able to play. So I probably won't end number 1, but I appreciate the thought and the dropping by to say hi. Thanks a lot. But I do miss Spice Must Flow. And even let's say if I get my Spice Must Flow on selective, it would have been 8, 9. 9 would not have given me, yeah, maybe 3rd. Yeah. So missing Spice Must Flow is probably 4th, maybe 3rd. Although she's got a Spice out, so missing Spice Must Flow is 3rd. It's 4th, and with Spice Must Flow would have maybe been 3rd. I don't think we get the Spice Must Flow anyways. So what I'm looking at is maybe Fremen Camp and Conspiracy on Carthag. That's 3 troops, 4 plus those 2. That's 6, that's 18, 21, 22, and 1 more agent afterwards. Which is probably gonna have to be experimentation though. Yeah, but then I don't pay any of those points, which is a bummer. I can't... We play just experimentation for a start. Yeah, that research station killed me. Not being able to get research station. Bit of a bummer. Yeah, let's take that point here. This denies him a point. If he reveals a Spice Must Flow, so he would need 2 spice, I guess. I'll do that. The ship it doesn't need to work. I think he works from home as a writer, if I remember correctly, or something. So he might have just kind of pre-scheduled Oh, she can steal the alliance like that. That's a bit rude, but I can take it back on Conspire. Which is a bummer, I don't really want to do that, but it is an option. There you go. So that's a steal, but he's not gonna get any other point. Spice was for 10 and this is 11, yeah. And for me, taking that back is 8, winning this is 9. How very rude indeed, right? Yeah. Yeah, we might be able to get second still. Yeah, no, but he's on Spice side, so 7, 8, Spice was for his 9. And I need to spend all my spice to go bloody Conspire now. But I can't let that happen. I don't like spaceport. I have the spice for spaceport, but it's the same point as taking this, to be honest. Unless, if it goes another round, then yeah, it could make sense to just get a spice with that. But yeah, and she's fighting me here, which is kind of fair and obvious. No, I don't have a spice with flow. I missed it by 1 persuasion last round, sadly. Nope. Yeah, I don't get the fight anyways, so I think it's just Conspire and tilt back. Although I could fight here with Fremenkamp Conspiracy. Three troops between 16, that's 19. Actually, 21. So Spice Flow is a guarantee here, so that's 7, 8, 9. And I can get to 8, so I think I'm better off just taking back the point from Tessia, try to get third. Gruesome, whatever. Experiment. Run out of time and let bot decide, you know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, now we're fighting over tiebreaker. Misses Spice with Flow though. But does have the Solari for that. Yeah, so that's 11, GG. Memo not active. Oh, she had urgent mission to go one more time. Carthag? Would I have done anything better? That's a good question. I mean, had I found that a bit earlier, we would have definitely done a bit of a different strategy to farm for that. I missed Bison for last run. I don't think I could have really done much to make it happen in the end. But revealing 8 persuasion for nothing here always feels bad. This round, I think we're kind of... screwed from the moment research station was blocked first action. We couldn't go there. It's a bit the curse of being player 2, sadly. You get access, you get your last agent played on the most important round, so that's where seat 2 is just the worst position to start with, sadly. No, the draws were good. I can't complain so much. I mean, they were not great, but they were also not like the worst out of all. But yeah, it was not perfect by any means. Yeah, I'll still take in the shadows just to deny it from Tessia if she had a way of trashing it, revealing something else. I don't know. Yeah, I can see that with the C2, yeah. And I mean, I'm not going to complain about it, but people do target me maybe a bit more because they see, oh, it's play number 1. I need to make sure he's like not ahead, so that you kind of get a label on yourself. And typically at some point, Tessia went first action shipping when it was unrestricted for her. Yes, I mean, here I get recognized, which is fine, and then blah blah blah, it's first, blah blah blah. And then I'm like, why? I say, why shipping now? You have uncompleted access, because now Beast basically got his Swordmaster first thanks to the Solaris she fed to him. And he's like, but you don't get it, which seems like the most important thing since you seem to be a super duper player. And in the end, had I been any other player, the logic would be that you don't feed Swordmaster to another player if it doesn't benefit you in the queue. It did not benefit her. And in the end, I just end up being screwed because I'm me. So yeah, there goes that. Not gonna complain about it. It is what it is. I'm happy to be me, but it's still a bit frustrating to be there. So, gonna take that spice back. I'm being targeted like Paul in Dune Messiah. Yeah, maybe. My aura is too much. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, if you say so. Dislike C2 if you don't have a Hundro. Yeah, that's exactly my feeling about it as well. Yeah, but Controllers, in that case, it didn't make sense. Beast had already a combat VP, so if anything, he was ahead of anyone else. And it did not benefit her from getting Swordmaster first. Which, in the end, was just against my name, basically, to feed him Swordmaster first. Made kind of zero sense. But yeah, at least it's not a 4th place. Because how many of those 4th places did I get this season? This season I played 202 games, guys. It's definitely been my biggest number, I think, in any season. I would need to double check that, but I would assume. And how many of those were 4th places? Let's have a quick look. Let me filter. 202, and I had 4 last places. That's actually nuts. Wait, 4 last places is like 2% out of 200. Less than 2% because I'm on 202 games, and only 4 4th places. And how many 3rd places? 25. So I'm pretty good at avoiding 4th places. Let's put it that way. And how many of those were first? Filter. How many of first? 109. So more than 50%. That's good. It's always my target to be above 50% to actually get my overall win rate to get closer to that. Helena won. Yeah, true. But it's Tessia that denied her Swordmaster, so I'm not too unhappy that they ended up last there. It is what it is. Yeah, Emperor Point and Chomshes are our only extra VPs. The rest are just friendships. Is that like 5 games per day on average throughout the season? Yeah, probably a bit more than that. The thing is, this season I had a week where my wife was not there, so every free time I was just playing, besides work, basically. And that weekend, I ended up being completely, like, like I was seeing Dune in front of me. I was completely hypnotized by it. I just played the entire time. So this weekend alone, I probably did like, I don't know, 22, 25 games, I guess, on over 2 days. That weekend was pretty gross. And that's when actually I reached top one. And then I kind of got from there with my normal rhythm, which is like 2, 3 games on a work day, and maybe 5, 6, 7 on a weekend, depending a bit. So yeah, let's go see where that puts us. -3 elo, obviously, it's not great. Oh, still number one though. Pretty cool. 10 elo. Okay, so he's also losing a bit here. Interestingly. Have a quick look. I think overall in ranked I have like 1,000, probably 500 games or so. 1,528 games. 47.1%. I was on 0.2 before, so I'm a bit upset. I have to get that back up, guys. Yeah, I had 13 wins in a row. That was stopped by Ship It yesterday, I think, or so. Yeah, but we don't see them anymore. But yeah, that one, that third place here, where Ship It ended up second and Sami first, that was the end of my streak. I was on 13 wins, and I really, really wanted a finally like a clean board with only first places. 30, yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy though. But I mean, I accept people who just add me as friends, so I have a lot of friends, I think, here. I mean, it's, yeah, still quite some people here. I think I actually excluded Ship It last time because I wanted to do some reverse engineering and trying to calculate how much he has. Yeah, I don't even have Ship It, otherwise it would be another 4K games, I think, or 5, if not. I know that many people. No, I don't necessarily know them. I mean, I do recognize their names, yeah. But sometimes they just add me and I'm like, yeah, why not? And it gives me some people that we can spectate during those downtimes. Let's have a quick look, actually. Oh, not this one. If we can spectate someone, but I'll still need a short break just to get a syrup. Yeah, nobody's playing, so we can do a little challenge and then get back to another game in 15 minutes. But I'll just take 3 minutes to get myself a syrup. The community is pretty small, I would say. Yeah, definitely, definitely. But to be honest, I was thinking at some point of creating a new account and just playing with an anonymous name. But the thing is, it would be a bit of a pain because I would need to, I guess, like, how do you say? Scramble it, like censor it. But even so, people would end in the same game as me, then maybe see a recording. Oh, wait, I played against him this day. Maybe I can reverse, like, back to back and find what his pseudo was and blah, blah, blah. But I was just curious, like, starting from scratch, nobody knows me. I just play and see how that works. And see how I can also make my win rate be better in the end. Hard to keep elo on main. Yeah. Not have a proper elo when the community is so small. Still waiting to say something about uprising on digital. Yeah, that will probably take a while, to be honest. Try to play games like Grandmaster. Yeah. Wait. Where are we now? Let me just check what the... Actually, I just bumped into it, but I didn't even read. Where are we? Immortality, resurrection. At the end of a combat, each player gains a specimen for every 2 troops they had deployed. On the research track... Ah, so we get troops on the research track, but we get specimen from the troops. Okay, funny. I guess we'll go beast. But give me just 2 minutes to get myself a drink. How do I do that? Make it 3. Yeah, Dune speedruns don't work exactly like chess, indeed. All right, give me 2 minutes. I'll leave the game on like that just so that you have the little timer. And see you in a minute. I just need a drink. All right, there we go. Just a second, I need to charge my phone. So, little challenge to go. Finally, some syrup. I guess, but I don't have double yellow to go Selmenor straight off the bat. I'm actually so not used to playing on the baseboard. This is pretty funny, but yeah, let's just go. Yeah, it creates a troop, true. I brought myself some chocolate as well because I like having a bit of a snack. So allow me to snack. How do I get true. By losing troops. So I need to lose some troops next round. Round it down. For every 2 troops, I gain 1 specimen. So I do need to send out 4 troops next round. To get the surgeon powered up. Well, I can get my swordmaster first, so I'll do that. Alright, and we rip it on Hardy. I don't think we need to buy too much. We'll just do our thing with the surgeon. Some fighting. And there we go. Ambush, perfect. I would want to go for that fight too, so ring to Carthage. Yeah, but that's still not enough to beat me, and she didn't even full deploy. Thank you, bot. Harvest cells as well, fantastic. I misclicked. There we go. Resource though. And I have to go Arakeen if I don't necessarily want to. Deploy spammer here, but it is what it is. Would have wanted to see anything else but deploy, but it's always gonna be like that. I don't think we buy. Yeah, maybe just a liaison this time. One liaison. Oh no, she got tiebreaker. Well. I have 5 cubes, so I could maybe... let's keep them, just if we see Surgeon right now, which I hope, maybe we see it again next round. And then we're actually done with the cubes. Yeah, maybe I could have reclaimed though, because now that's one reclaim, and then surely I find a beetle on the way, either here or there. But now Mentat looks pretty interesting for me. The council as well though. Yeah, let's just go Mentat. Recon. I need faction access. Arakeen, find the ring. I will go Carthage probably. power play, not too bad. Master Tactician, yeah, we're done with Beatles, we just need one more for 5. This can give me some friendships. We're halfway through to friendships. This would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus that is 9, so I'm just missing 1 point technically. Would be a spice plus throw. 26, so it's 4 minutes to go till the next game. Queue already started, so let's be quick. I don't think I can finish that game, but power play, true. Maybe a second alliance. Wait, why did I not just... No. What can I undo? Still suits to get that water drive going. Here we go. 6 icon still is gone. 2 cards with no persuasion, so we have to go to Technigo. And now I can just convert into troops, I guess, but because none of that is interesting for me. One more minute and we go back to a ranked game. The high cancel gun as well, so let's... That's a bit of a bummer. I'll go selective here with power play, I guess. I'm keeping an eye on time. That's when you hear me mumbling some random words. I'm not getting a spice must throw here. Okay, 28, let's go. In the meantime, let me quickly log the game we played just before. That was game number 202 of the season. We were Irban, a shameful 3rd place. We started as player 2. It went 7 rounds, right? Yeah. VPs. Got only like 8 or 9, no? Are you gonna queue as well, Consulas? Yeah, let's see if we can get matched against each other. You just got to top 75 recently. So you're not too far from Diz. Right? I don't remember if I had 9 points. Oh, okay. You played a game against Shipit earlier where he got lost. Hey, Yamidami, good to have you here. Yeah, I saw he dropped a bit in rank, but don't let that fool you. He's still gonna get past me before the end of the season because it's gonna be on Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't remember exactly, but I'm not gonna be able to do much of grinding during my work days. Obviously, I can just play 2-3 games. And last week, for instance, he was catching up in a matter of 10-15 elo every day. So yeah, I would need a significant lead to be able to maintain over that few days remaining in the season. But I appreciate that, Yamidami. Definitely appreciate the thought. What points did we get actually last game? We had Emperor Alliance, Tome Shares. Actually quickly check the video. I mean the footage of Oh no, we ended up on 8 points. Yeah, 8 points, but we beat number 4 on tiebreaker. Oh yeah, thanks PHP Harity. I do usually how I mark my points to make it easy is I assume I have the 6 base points, which is the start point, my 4 friendships, and the Tilax base point. If I'm missing any of those, I would also write that as a minus to my base 6 points. But for me, a game starts base should be 6 points. And you're actually looking at trying to get the extra VPs from there on, basically. That's a bit how I play the game, to be honest, is how I look at the scoring, is this way. Is it another Ilban game? Hey, Tony. Oh, you get another game against Ship It. You got second. Well, that's good as well. That's definitely good. Andrew is pretty good in third as well. Yeah, let's take Andrew. Let's switch it up a bit. I really like Andrew. I don't know, enjoying his playstyle a bit more usually. But Ilban is just a safe pick usually, or safe and steady, but not always. Hey, Papa Urs in the chat there saying he bought the game because of me. Oh, it disappeared. Who doesn't work? Who doesn't like that artwork? That's true. Diversion, I like it more than Water Peddlers, I think. Because then if we can go hardly on the first combat, denies Baron, and we cannot. This is a terrible hand. Alright, I already tilted, I shouldn't. Let's just be zen. I hear a French accent, am I wrong? Yeah, I am French speaking. That is true, but I'm not French. Classic bad hand. Mountain French. Yeah, that's true. We could look at it this way. I should work with Direwolf and get some kickbacks, right? Because I am referring people to this game. You would go back and try to get that water. Yeah, could be. I will want the spice as well, to be honest. Maybe I go Arakin though. Although the water, get this next round. Get Conspire. Could be a thing. Maybe we just accept the bad hand. But if I find any of those 3, it would be better for me. 3 out of 5. Even convincing is not bad because then it allows me to get replacement eyes. 4 out of 5. So I just don't want to see experimentation. Yeah, let's go Arakin. I like those odds. Come on. Seek allies. Alright. Let's send out 1 troop. Speaking French. Haha, I thought so. That I'm French speaking. Thanks a lot in any case. The move here, would it be smuggling or I guess wealth? If you have the choice as Ilban. I would still say smuggle, even as Ilban. Hey Jognan, omelette du fromage on Twitch, speaking French. Yeah, omelette au fromage it would be, but yeah, I don't know how it is in the English version, but it comes from the Dexter Laboratory or something like that. No, I remember that episode. We were watching it in French, right, as kids, and it didn't make much sense back then. Or like, yeah, well, obviously. I like how you tell him to do it for the memes at the end. Uh, wait, I don't recall. Wait, what am I doing now? I don't like the fact that I might not get anything from that fight. I think I need to. Yes, okay, Seek Allies might be a mistake now that I don't have that. Then again, spending my water is also a bit of a mistake if I can't get diversion out. I'm a bit trapped, but surely he doesn't have action, but that doesn't prevent him from maybe go Carthage. I think I do this. Oh wait, but I don't have any other green with the ring next round. Unless I reshuffle into a green, which would be good for me. Uh, no, let's wait. I'm confused. Okay, let's go west. I need the spice though for my. Let's go west. Okay, just because it's a shorter action, I'm coming up to the end. Sorry for roping round one. It is true that usually the moves are pretty straightforward early, but I am not 100% sure what I'm doing here because of that awkward hand. Two swords there, two swords on me as well, so I'm getting that 2 Solari. Baron got the water. Let's take a green, try to still get that Swordmaster next round. Ah, we can't now. We can't because I didn't grab the spice, so I'm not getting... But it's okay, actually. I'm the player 3, Andrew. I'm so used to getting Andrew player 2 or 4. But as player 3, it's fine to set up my Swordmaster for the round after. Yeah, exactly. Harriet, I agree. Sometimes the hand sucks so much you have to become a bit more, how would you say, innovative? Unconventional, something like that. Oh, give me a great combat. Ah, that's not a bad one. I'm happy to hardy that and get that diversion out, I think. Oh, and anyways, he smuggled now instead of... He doesn't have... Okay, he had 2 factions. Yeah, we're gonna hardy this one. I might not get access to any spice, but I do hope I get Imperial Basin. Both words work well, yeah, right. Unconventional, innovative, something a bit in the middle of those. It's full space. Now those moves are key. Now I'm wondering if if I can smuggle up with the ring, if Imperial Basin is open, that still lets me Swordmaster first. Really, I can't get it wrong here. Like, if someone sneaks in front of me because I'm greedy, I will pay it very dearly. You were always curious about the accent, so I was happy to get someone else ask. Don't worry, feel free to ask. I'm not shy about it. I know it's not my mother tongue, so I'm not speaking perfect English. So yeah, I'm not gonna get offended about it. But yeah, I'm a French speaker originally, bit of German as well from my parents, so then English from school and from living abroad for a bit in London and Hong Kong for studies. I was just there for semesters, exchange semesters. That's where I picked up maybe a bit more vocabulary still than just traditional English classes from school. Because trust me, if I only had those, I would not be streaming or trying to stream in English. But yeah. I think he's gonna play the ring on one of those two to pick up some bonus spice. Yeah, there we go. Playing games taught you all in English. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, taught you all the English. Awesome to hear, Reima. Yeah. So we're gonna. I do think we can smuggle up and then smuggle down next round. I think we're still in the prime position as long as there's no voice. There is no voice. There might be one now, but I'll make that bet. We're gonna advance because we have not a great hand next round, but if I can send out to smuggle down, it's a higher value than just Imperial Basin or whatever. Do I need to send out more troops? I have a dagger as well. We know that one intrigue is... He could send the ring on Carthage, get one more intrigue. On Arakin though. I think we're good. Let's keep it that way. Classic, meanwhile still learning Spanish over here. Hey, good luck with that. That's awesome. I really admire people learning new languages. It's awesome. Because I've lost the will. I mean, I'm trying to a bit on the side here and there, but it's so much commitment. I'm actually not ready to make that happen all over again. So I keep my three languages and stay there with just French, German, and English. Hey, Tony. Oh, you're from Hong Kong. Awesome. I really loved my semester in Hong Kong. It's an amazing, I mean, amazing city and country because everything you can see around Hong Kong is beautiful. I've done a lot of hikes, a lot of island hopping. During 4 months, I visited as much as I could, and I was always amazed the views that you can find on those peaks, like High Junk Peak, Mountain Rock, Lion Rock Mountain. I mean, it's beautiful. I really had very, very happy memories from there. Learned English mostly by playing games, reading English literature, and voice chatting with people that you played games with. Awesome, Rex. Yeah, I mean, that's the best in the end. It's just throwing yourself out there and practicing with what you like doing. That's awesome. Jamis, though? Did we pick first a liaison? I think we go for the Berber. It's not a great card, but I like the extra action. Request for a Spice for Thought. Watched all of them and all were great. Yeah, alright. What's the Spice for Thought you would like to know and hear your thoughts of how you see your strategy and playstyle and how it compares to other good players? What do you think they prioritize more or less than you and why? That's interesting. I will take note and see what I can formulate around that. I think it's hard to just categorize completely. There is maybe a tendency here and there for some of us. Like ship it might be a bit more towards deck building and decks. Like he likes decks a lot. Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay, I was scared that was already going to be active for more than that, but thankfully not. Consulest, for instance, who was in chat earlier, he likes combat a lot, like dreadnoughts and just fighting. But yeah, I could get back to that. School English was barely useful. Vivarex, yeah. I mean, it's the basics, but it's not amazing. I agree. You get back to the rest of the chat afterwards. Just finishing this quickly. Two days to go. We will have our champion Kinohara. Yeah. It might be me, but it probably won't. Let's be fully transparent. Ship it will probably catch up. I'm not very optimistic because it is going to be work days for me, sadly, but we never know. I'm still going to try, obviously. Still going to grind a bit wherever I can. Lunch break game and evening games, and we see if that works. But I'm limited to maybe 3 games a day, so yeah, it's probably not going to be enough. We shall see. My brain is not the greatest for speaking it Spanish. Yeah, but I think that will come with use as well, I'm sure. Always a little jealous at how easy it is to get around Europe so quickly. Yeah, trains, planes, it's true, it's pretty well connected because yeah, each state is basically country for us, right? So yeah, it does make sense. I would think playstyle is also bent around leader. I agree with that as well, Ariti, and I think the key to winning more games is to be able to adapt as well to what you see on the board, what other players are doing, and so on. So here we have 3 friendships on Baron. Obviously he's chasing, I mean he's gonna be looking at getting this. Already got in the shadows a couple of times. Ayadina and VP for Ilban, that's actually pretty dangerous. He already has 2 extra points typically. And Lido has a friendship. Yeah, I agree with you, White Zip. I think there is still a bit of a tendency towards one or the other kind of playstyles. Although over one game or two, it might not be that obvious to find, but over many games you can start to understand what a player prefers over others. But it's a good point. I'll write it down and see what I can do about this at some point. But a small disclaimer, Spice Method come out when they come out, because it is a bit of time to set them up, and it's very different from just recording games. I think it's interesting to do as well, but it takes me a lot of time, so I'm not always very motivated on weekends, especially after busy weeks. My brain is just like too tired to do this kind of stuff, so I'm not promising it for any kind of soonish, and it will come out when it comes out. I appreciate the patience there. A spice for thought topic could be how to get out of a form crisis. Not because I am in one. Yeah, that I don't have the key. I would say just take any new game as a new game. Like get some fresh water on the face, take a break if you need to take a break, and you see afterwards you come back to it when you're ready to face the music again. But yeah. Because I mean I also end up in some of those, and I cannot understand, for the love of God, why sometimes everything clicks perfectly and sometimes nothing clicks. And it's funny because those games tend to follow each other. Like if you have a game that doesn't click, the next one, you just end up in that kind of momentum and slump. And I think half of that is due to luck and the other half is due to the decisions you make around it. Like sometimes it's just lack of confidence into some moments where you should take a bet, you don't take it, you play it safe when you should have taken a risk, and vice versa and so on. So I think it's hard to say. I was kind of hoping for a combat to just go and mess a bit with Baron. Can I get an intrigue this way? I think we'll try. Interstellar conspiracy here. Reverend Mother. I wouldn't mind that. I guess I don't get that. Yeah, I fully agree with you, PHP Harity. It's like in sport in the end. There are sometimes it clicks and you get the right timing and you're full of confidence. Sometimes it flips away and you feel like there's not much you can do about it and it's just there. You have to accept it, play through it, or yeah, take a break and get back to it when you're ready. It's a lot about confidence, momentum. It's interesting. I've not finished all the Spice of Thoughts yet, but one thing I'm always interested in, the fair exchange rate. That's interesting. Yeah, I did once try to formulate some thoughts around that. Like how much is like Solari to Spice and so on, but it's quite situational. But yeah, as you said, it gets very complicated pretty soon, and it's also a bit situational. Like Opulence is only 6 Solari on reveal to get the VP, whereas Chom shares a 7 to get the VP, because Intrigue you can just play it whenever. Opulence you need to reveal the card. And there are some thoughts like that that make it a bit more interesting, or that local fence card, right? That give you a different exchange rate whether you buy Solari with Spice or whether you buy Spice with Solari and so on. So it's pretty interesting to, but it could be an idea to look at it from that way. Look, the voice. Oh, but he's on 6. So I'm probably not getting Dissecting Kit, but I would love that. Oh, I do get it. I think I take it over Guild Chief. Contaminator is also not too bad. I think I take Contaminator as well, right? What do I have here? Yeah, let's take it. That's it. Alright, so that tells me he probably doesn't have combat, otherwise it could have made sense for him to play it there. We do get Breakthrough, which is very helpful to get to Dissecting Kit reveal effect sooner, obviously. And with both that and Contaminator, I can see myself get down there. So that's an extra VP. We got a combat, which is an extra VP, so we will need to find another 3 extra VPs, right? Oh, I missed your message earlier, Weaverex. That's true, I do value trashing more than an average player, I guess. Trashing is amazing, guys. If you ask me what is my favorite spot on the board, it is probably going to be selective reading. It's so good. Holo Projector is gone. Holo Projector is also an underrated tech in my opinion, but that Baron is cooking, to be honest. If you look at fractions, you do have an easier 1 water, 2 Solari, 1 intrigue, 1 draw. But others get more difficult. Ah, factions, yeah, true. True. 1 water would be technically slightly more than an intrigue, I guess. Because you can have also the steal there. But as 2 solar, yeah. That's pretty nice. I like that. It's great news. because Ilban and Baron obviously are the ones that are in the lead. So if we can slow them down a bit, it's really nice. I might want that. Not sure I want the Mentat though, but I would need Arakeen for the Mentat to make sense for me. Let's do Arakeen first. Ah, but no, then I can't get calculated higher because I need the spice here. Okay, let's just do that. And see where we land afterwards. Wait a minute. I can actually first play Breakthrough to get myself another intrigue. Get myself another beaten. Okay. We could get our High Council this turn. Might not be a bad idea. Let's not jump in here. You played a lot of Dire War deck builder, and trashing is always a great effect. Yeah, I agree. Another topic, just spitting these out, going for secure points versus risky points. I often go for secure points, but that leaves room for other players to get big points from combat. That's why I had like 7 second places in a row. Yeah, I feel you. For me, I separate points rather in base points and extra points. As I discussed before, like base points for me are just the 4 friendships and this Beetle VP. So that's 6 points you get by default, right? 4 here, 1 there, and the 1 that you start with. Then you need 5 extra points, and those points could be, as you say, safe or risky. Like safe could be Spice Must Flow, and actually Spice Must Flow. And then there's like the competed ones, which could be Alliance or Combat. And I do think you need to get in there as well in terms of getting the risky VP, because otherwise you usually don't win a game. You do need ideally 1 or 2 combats, maybe 1 alliance as well, but it's not always easy to get those, to be honest. Really depends on the games. Ah, flagship is there. I think ring to Arakeen, if I can do that, I would be happy. Try to find... Not sure if Contaminator works for me. If Baron goes still suits, he would be maybe tempted. Lido actually as well to get that 2 water. Yeah. Okay, now Contaminator is not really a card I want to draw, but maybe Diplo. Maybe not so much more. Maybe it's just Carthag. Maybe High Council? Is he ever considering High Council here? Because puts me on 7 and then Liaison to Technigo keeps me the 6, or I can go down to 5. I still have a nuke, so I like High Council, I think. Let's just go with that. I love cycling slim decks, it is very satisfying, but I also enjoy the other end of the spectrum. In Clank, every card you buy is worth a few VPs at the end of the game, but the game incentivizes you to have a big deck. Ah, that's interesting as well, actually, yeah. Winning an early battle VP is really valuable, but due to the random events, it's not always there. That's true, but the Hardy Warriors is very much worth a consideration in the first 3 rounds, I would say. Because that's, I mean, obviously anytime like is an opportunistic move as well, but especially in the first 3 rounds it might be enough for you to win the fight, but you need to keep an eye out. Is Beast there? Does he have the ring? Did anyone have 2 intrigues, or and so on and so on, to kind of secure your VP? And what I would say with those risky VPs is don't greed over 1 troop. Like if you're hesitating, 1 more troop, 1 less troop, more often than not, you should then send that 1 troop to not regret losing the fight, potentially. Clank is great, and really the cards worth points typically draw more cards in like gems. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Alright then, LV, thanks a lot for stopping by. Have a good one. See you later. Oh, no way. This is there. Is he gonna have it? Probably. Bit of a bummer. I might just play Fervor because it keeps me on 3 specimen and then it puts me on 6 spice. Pressure a bit highline on next round if it's a good combat. Or do I just early reveal to take that away? Because Baron with that is just going to be bad news. It's just going to give him a chance of getting there, right? Really terrible. Do I nuke? I don't like nuking here neither because God knows what he could have. 3 cards. Do I just let him get that? That's also just bad news. I think I need to play. Let's just play, get that treachery. See what we do afterwards. 2 Solari for 1 troop? I don't think so. I think I'm good. Yeah, he gets that. That's hurting. But I should get treachery. Treachery could be an alliance for me. I don't have a single friendship yet, which is a bit awkward. But next round I kinda hope to see Diplo and Contaminator to Highliner and Hardy maybe, something. Hopefully it's a VP, hopefully he doesn't go. He just had, yeah, full space and Diplo though, that could go, but I hope he doesn't. There we sneak past Baron for the spice, which is good. Is he gonna play an intrigue? Because he's on 4 intrigues. Maybe he's got gruesome. No, okay. I thought he might have wanted the gruesome for the spice there. You'll have to watch the VOD tomorrow. Sadly, you really need to go to bed. Waking up at 5 AM. Oh, before 5 AM. That's crazy. Good luck with that, Rex. And yeah, have a good night. Thanks for stopping, passing by and chatting. I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks a lot. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Black ship could be there because I actually didn't draw any of what I wanted. Diplo, Contaminator. And there's no VP anyway, so I guess there goes that. Terrible hand. I have to go Arakin, I guess. Hope to see. I mean, surely I see one of those two now, please. I can't afford to see convincing there. That would be bummer. Be such a bummer. Okay. What can you do? Experiment might want to go smuggle if that's open. Yeah, that one is a bummer. That's such a loss of tempo here. I can't draw anymore. It's like I'm up with this. That's terrible. I don't know what to do now. I don't really want to go for flagship because I think a Highliner next round could be good, or the round after, but given my draws I wouldn't count so much on it. But yeah, it's just bad. We have treachery. We could maybe get that power play end of this round, so not all is lost. In terms of influence, we might be able to catch up very quickly, but it's still not great. Just terrible. So kit reveals, at least that, we have kit that reveals for one there. Contaminator would push me one more. I think I can go down here. Get myself a bump. Maybe on guild already. Open up shipping. Pressure shipping a bit so that maybe next round. Yeah, but Lido anyways might want to go Highlander first if he can. Guess we'll see that. Was meant that first. I like that. Block that from Ilban. I think you would use Kit to trash that goddamn dagger since this. Yeah, I was also seeing this maybe to Carthag, but I think it's a loss of momentum for this. I'm not sure I get there otherwise, but you're right, I should get some trash out. I haven't been able to do any of that, sadly. But let's do that first, I think. That's our first friendship. I mean, besides the Tilax friendship, but... Spice must flow. That's a combat. Spice must flow and Sayadina has extra points, so technically he could get up to 9 once he finds his friendships, but they're not quite there yet in terms of friendships. He's not quite there, and he just revealed all his faction power pretty much, right? That might be positive. Red seems a bit focused on the shipping track, that's true. As Lido, you can get those double bumps with the ring. Might be to our advantage next round if we are able to peek past him, get that Highliner out for a VP, if it's a VP. Because if not, we might want to reconsider that. Now what do I do here? I might early reveal, to be honest, because those actions feel really weak. Technego. What does he have? Convincing. Dagger. Convincing dagger on something else. So that's not 5. He can't get that. Okay, so I guess we go Technego. Get one more intrigue and win the combat and trash that dagger. Yeah. But if I do that, I'm not sure I ever get there. So I think I'll have to give up on trashing, sadly. It does hurt, because I do like trashing a lot. But we can win that fight probably with artillery alone as well. I could get that negotiator for flagship and whatnot, but I think we want Highliner, so... Yeah, revealing it does hurt. I would have loved to be able to trash that, but... It is just an extra VP there. Sitting on 4 intrigues again. He probably beats me in that fight though. He has to. He's revealing Thufir. Yeah, our saving grace to some extent is having power play, treachery in the deck means we could blast past people in terms of getting this. This is definitely a targeted alliance for me. I hope to see treachery or power play next round to go Highlander with it. And then Contaminator takes me that friendship. And Diplo might as well just take me this. I guess we'll see. To then have the other one between power play or treachery be able to get me. The BG friendship or the Emperor alliance actually would be an option as well. But I'd rather not be too greedy with alliances. Lido is very, how do you say, cautious with alliances as well, it seems. He just slowly takes his friendships. Here he could have maybe Diplo full space, right? To start working towards one and letting the ring take care of the rest, but he decided not to. I'm glad he didn't, because I would want to get that alliance ideally. Yeah, I agree that the Contaminator helps me for that as well, but it's already round 5. If I had seen Contaminator this round to play it at least once already be here, I might have been a bit more comfortable to play the kit, but given we didn't, round 6, I think timing-wise, unless we had the buttload of Solari to get down here as well, but we don't, so I'm not entirely sure we would be able without the kit. It depends. It could have been a possibility, but it's not guaranteed, I would say. Not making plans with treachery and power play. Hey, but he's getting 2 daggers and the convincing in that reshuffle. Yeah, that's true. Thank God we have that at least. Okay, he spent 2. What else did he spend? Ambush and Vicious Talents, yeah. He doesn't want anything to be stolen from him. Oh, that's a great fight. Yeah. About that. Fuck me. Well, kit again is not bad. That kind of means I could have played it last round, I guess, if I see it again this round. Well, well, well. Yeah, now I see it. I do see it. That's a bummer. What's gonna be awkward is I'm gonna be like on those like half levels everywhere, and my power plays and treachery obviously take me double bumps. So Contaminator sorts me this, so that's fine. But now Diplo is obviously not one I would want to send to Highlander. Yeah, he shipped it there, definitely. You did call it. Definitely you called it. Okay, flagship. That changes things a bit. I'm almost tempted in selective, but surely I don't find my other accesses, and I would be so mad if I don't. And it's a pretty low probability of finding them, but it would be so much better. I know, let's just do it. Deny Mentat. Yeah, we could. Just I don't have that much to play afterwards, but yeah, let's just do it. I don't have to, okay, no, I don't have to go Highlander first. Right? Unless he's got 2 intrigues to make it happen. Nobody else can. Okay. I mean, same for Baron. So we could first Still suits, for instance. Or Arakeen. Draw some more. Yeah, let's draw some more. Okay. We get the dagger. That's great. Exactly what I was hoping for. Keep the dagger. We got daggered here. Yeah, this time we might need to play them actually, because I have 3 agents left. And this is going to be taken care of by Contaminator. Just preparing the hand for round 7. That's true. That's true. We should see it that way. I agree. We agree. I like, I think, Contaminator to still suits more than Hardy. So that I keep 2 water in... Actually 3 water next round when I'm first. So we can research next round. Wouldn't hurt so bad to have research station with the ring. Reclaim. Get myself whatever on that way. This probably, because I wouldn't be researching this round. And then play 1 more to get the final beetle. Or actually, revealing both experimentations will be enough as well at this point. The dagger will come back and haunt me. No, I will trash it this round. I will trash it. I promise. This is a promise. But yeah, so ideally I would want to contaminate to still suits first. Unless someone picks up spice, in which case I would have to Highlander first. I should get a trash from this as well, normally. And ideally I would also want to kit to Carthag, but that might not be there. That might just not be there. Maybe we start with that? I'm just a bit scared not to be able to... I have to play Contaminator. I have to be able to play it. Between blue and green, I wouldn't be surprised if one of those go Hardy. But still suits, I'm not sure. Can I be greedy? Not sure. Yeah, no, I think we just go still suits first. Worst case, we can play Siege Tab. Although I would want an intrigue, but... Nice, GG. No way of knowing what they have. No deep... Ah, I think... Okay, I think we'll prioritize Carthag. Hopefully it's not a misplay. Reinforcements. Sending them out drop by drop. We've not played any games with Romber. Yeah, he's also one of my least played leaders, to be honest. Not a huge fan because he kind of forces you into dreadnoughts. Similarly to Memnon, who forces you into High Council, in my opinion. It just places you're sometimes happy to get, but not always. And if your leader kind of forces you into it, I think it does restrict a bit the possibilities you want to explore in a given game. But I like the ring, to be honest. The ring is fun. Getting those stacks, that is pretty strong. But it's true the techs aren't always good, so it's also a bit situational, but the effect at least is, I don't know, more interesting than the passive for me. Although the name of the passive is pretty cool. It's like what, heavy las gun cannons or something like that. It sounds pretty badass. You would say Helena is your main. Okay, interesting. Oh, he's got the flagship, that's true. Is he really gonna fight me? He is. Okay. Well, we're gonna fight it out. So we're gonna take that, see what intrigue we get. Bindu? Bindu not bad, maybe to save our hand next round. And there could be a double cross or something, so I'm not gonna alert him to my plan. Just gonna keep it this way, low profile. Like her ability to not be blocked. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's her main and most interesting part. The ring can be fun, but it's a bit situational as well, and a lot reliant on luck too. But the ability to not be blocked is amazing. I agree. What he does well is abuse the shipping track from others. Every player who ships gives you Solari to feed you for dreadnoughts. Yeah, but realistically, you get maybe 4 or 5 Solari over a game, I guess. Yeah, which technically could be enough for dreadnoughts. But you kind of also need Solari for Swordmaster, High Council. And for me, dreadnoughts are very valuable early. But if there's a bit that, how do you say, like contradiction between you kind of need your Swordmaster to be good in combat, and you kind of want the dreadnought as well early. So then you're without a Swordmaster but with your dreadnought. So you can dump a fight or two very early game, I would say. But I feel like you still need to be able to get that Swordmaster, and that's one thing where I feel when it goes well, it goes great, and you can have great games with Rumber, but when it doesn't, you're just a bit frustrated because you can't get to get your dreadnoughts, or you can't get to get your Swordmaster, and it's a bit frustrating for me. But I mean, no hate. Everyone likes who they like. I like the fact that it's a non-traditional kind of leader. I'm boring. I like Baron, Ilban, Andro. Those would be my favorite ones. How much do I need to send out here to beat him? I think we just send it out all, because here an ambush would do the trick to at least tie me. We're just gonna send it out all. Oh, I'm definitely gonna nuke that. Oh, and we find him Lady Jessica, which is not much worse. Oh, he was on 8. Yeah, definitely looking that Trump directorship. Yeah, I can see the game plan, Consulas. Definitely. You want the floor raised exactly how I think PHP Harity is. Like, when it goes badly, how can I hedge my bets and still make it happen to at least not end last? Because last is so much elo lost that you need first place and 2 second places above 1800 to even make it matter. So yeah. We take the sister? Why not? Just flexibility on the reveal. On 8 points there. Alliances. The combat. He's still very far from that though, so he might not be able to get that surgeon going for the end T-Lax VP, which is good. Discard. What do we trash? Contaminator, I think. We're done with that friendship. We're pretty much done with the Beatles. We probably don't see any other cards anymore anyways. Ah, please give me the ring here. That's such a bummer. I have to still go research here, but it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, he has Diplo, so he's gonna go eyeliner. How am I supposed to play that? I have to go research first, but it's such a bummer not to have the ring. And here goes the ring. Of course. Never played Ariana, but I want to try to play her focusing on spice with flows, abusing that research station due to water generation and drawing on spice as well. Yeah, that's pretty much the game plan with Ariana, definitely. I think if you played more like Bludgeon, who does it more for fun, I can see you playing leaders like him more. Yeah, I mean, in the end, I like winning. Like winning is... I'm not saying he doesn't win, he definitely does as well, but I like making optimal choices to try and win, because when I lose and I didn't make those optimal choices, I'm a bit frustrated. So I'd rather not have any regrets on that side, let's put it that way. But yeah, no like judgment on either way. I would love to be able to also just play for pure fun, regardless of the outcome. But for me, I'm a bit outcome driven, sadly. So yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on the Dreadnought space. Bludgeon was saying the same. This space is probably the least efficient space you can find on the board, sadly. Can be outcome driven and still play more fun leaders. I mean, yeah, until it doesn't work out, because people are competing for fights, or you only find terrible fights. Like here, there were a couple of VPs, but sometimes the first 6 combats are 0 VPs. Then what are you doing with your dreadnoughts? I mean, that's exactly the case. So to not be frustrated by that, I'd rather go for optimal choices. There goes that. So there is actually a way for me to get... no. I want Minimic Film. Can't get my ring out. I think we fight here between Treachery. Wait, so let's assume I give up on this. That's 7. Power play here is 8. That would be 9, 10. That would be 11. What does he have? I haven't followed at all what he has and why he picked the bump there, but I'm a bit scared of that, so I'll just go Friendship and try to go safe. I think there is a world in which we win that fight this way. 10, 16, 17. And an Intrigue. Yeah, might be enough. Are you a software engineer? You sometimes sound like one. No, I'm not an software engineer. I'm in finance. Might be a bit the same in terms of outcome driven. But the thing is, playing the strongest leaders is fun. Thank you, Midori. Fact. Crushing everyone is definitely fun. I agree with you guys. Isn't it wealth, Arakeen, ring? Wealth. Wealth first. To get, yeah, with power play, I mean? To then get the extra deployment. That could have been a thing, yeah, sneaker dad. I think it's not that bad. If you have the spice for attack, well, that's a big if already. It means early, I mean, Dreadnought is strongest early game. So early game, you already need basically enough spice for the tech you want. So let's say 3-4 spice on average, or maybe 2. But 2 is a cheap tech, so more like 3-4, otherwise someone snatches it on tech nego. 3-4 spice and 3 Solari to spend on the Dreadnought. And you need another agent to deploy it right after, because you don't really want to just buy it for the round after. So I think it's a big if, to be honest. But yeah. Anyways. He's gonna go for it. Be on 19. He beats me. Right, because that's 10, 11, 17. That would be 7 for him, 8, 9. He's not getting there. It might go another round, so I'll go secrets with power play. Deluxe puppet. Oh, true, the dagger is 2. Yeah, I have artillery. Good point. Not wealth Arakeen too. Yeah, that could have been a thing. Especially if Arakeen was still open. But might also not have been. In which case I could have gone Carthag, which is fine. But then we would not have seen treachery. So I guess 2 troops here, 2 troops there. We could have made the bet, to be honest. It might have worked. It might have worked. That's great. That's actually beautiful. He's on 8 himself now. Can he go Highlander? Probably, right? Yeah, he can. Maybe I should have just taken that alliance ahead of him. Make sure he can't finish, but I don't think he can end. Well, I'll take that in case it ends. I don't think I take Gilded Personator. And it sucks to have that in the deck, but if I was here I would have strongly considered, because grafting it with experimentation would have given me spice to get a double bump there, but it's not the case, so let's just take ceremony. If there is a next round. Reinforcements, yeah, puts me on 18, so I'm already behind him. So let's keep that. It's okay, fun boy. He can quit pro for it. Okay. But he can't end here. Unless he can win fight somehow. That would take a lot of troops though. A lot of swords here, rather. Why not Technego with the ring to get Spice Must Flow, because I needed the 1 spice Ah, wait. No, true. I could have. True. But I was kind of hoping to win the fight still. There was a world in which it would have happened, but Lido managed to go Highliner. I thought as long as Baron was going, I had a shot, I think, but not sure either, to be honest. Maybe I should have. It's true, I could have used the ring to reclaim, to take the spice, to then get Minimic Film. That was also a good option. That's called getting a steal there. Goes another round. No mental game. Yeah, that's rough, but still doing pretty well. What was that? Persuasion. He reclaims, so he does not expect his... Wait, yeah, his surgeon next round. Kinda screwing the surgeon play. Maybe I should have still taken that to guarantee a Highliner, but I like my chances of seeing Treachery or Ceremony. Something actually go fight that. Ah, but he can go first, maybe. Only has Diplo though, surely not. And he finds the right one. Not good news. Oh, okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Still not sure I win that fight, but we have to try 100%. Okay, never mind. I forgot he would have the possibility. Ah, so he had Thufir top of the deck. I thought he only had Diplo, but Thufir was really up there already. Relax Puppet. Relax Puppet, I need a water. Yeah, Highlander would have been so good. Although I doubt I would get Research Station anyways, but just get me that one last action. Oh, he goes and steals this away from Baron, which is good news. Now what am I doing? So Murky could be a thing at some point, but yeah, I have the last beetle already. So Murky, I like the steal here. Red Note Detto into Hardy. Yeah, but we don't win that fight. Or do we? Wait, Detto to the Dready. 2, 4 plus Dread. 11, 17. To be honest, I don't think we necessarily need the dead device to... And Ah, fuck it. Let's just do that. I don't know. Contaminator is huge. No. Okay. There is a timer for a reason, and late game it is much more obvious that we need some time to think, so let me do that. You're gonna lose your alliance, don't worry. Maybe even your alliances, to be honest, so don't worry about that. Oh no, true. Yeah, okay. He's not gonna lose that alliance. But I might want to try to go snatch that. I could, because playing experimentation, Beetle is useless, but it does give me Tilax Puppet for the endgame VP for 10, and then Alliance is 11. It kind of sucks, to be honest, but I don't see much more here. Okay, well, shipping is gone. And he just goes down. What the fuck is that? Ah, yeah, misclick. Okay. Selective? Yeah, selective could be a thing. Hmm. Yeah, we have strong persuasion in deck. Not sure about Chomerky first, because Spiceless Flow is a point, and playing Experimentation would be a point. You just get that Tilax Puppet. Chomerky would be fine too, but there's not so many outs for me. No Spiceless Flow, Plans Within Plans is toast. I have Tilax Puppet, so I guess finding Study Melange would also be a point, but then Spiceless Flow would also. And here I get one more intrigue from that too, so I'll just do that. I like Selective a bit more. Push is not gonna do it here. No. Well, yeah, now I guess it would have to be Chomerky. 3 persuasion was... Yeah, okay. Was gonna be a likely outcome, but I was looking at that, obviously. That 3 persuasion alone from Ceremony would have been a game changer with whatever else. So he gets that, yeah, for 10, 11, 12. Maybe we find like bribery and finesse or something like that to snatch the alliance on the Chomerky, if we can get Chomerky. Or recall an agent to then play experimentation. Okay, bureaucrats. Just to get down to 3 intrigues again. He probably has some endgame. Plans Within Plans would be 2 points. I think Baron has this game. Most likely. 8. Oh no, is he gonna take it? Of course he is, right? Yeah. Invasion ships, I can't get that. I mean, I guess I could spend Tilak's puppet, right? So deploy to Hardy. That's 10, 16, 20, 22. Because Tilak's puppet is only a point if I was here, but I'm not there, so I guess my Spice Whisperer could be that. I could just Hardy for it. But that would be 0 combats on Baron. We have to hope. Two swords. Yeah, okay. Well, we tie at best, I guess. Bummer. Not necessarily last, even if I lose combat. Ah, yeah, he can get that for 10 and Spice Must Flow for 11. Could be a last place. Yeah, 22. Spice Must Flow and Specimens. Yeah, he's on 11. Baron probably has plans or something because he was eager to get rid of his intrigues, to not overshoot. There we go. He probably has one anyways, but let's see if those two swords on his reveal kind of killed our hopes. Or not. Yeah, he had Master Tactician. Wait, what? Ah, he's trolling. What the hell? Okay, I was like, what is that for a misclick? That would not be... Yeah, okay, whatever. Having some fun, I guess. It is what it is. Yeah, I was like, how on earth is he just withdrawing here? That's peak disrespect. Aura farming, yeah. And give me dispatch, of course. Okay, good old last place. Oh, Lido had two endgame points. Wait, study melange and machine culture. Well, pretty nice. So he got that Chomerky? No way, he drew both of Chomerky, right? Did he spend one? do not overthink, bro. Oops. What's going on here? Yeah, anyways, 10 VPs here kind of sucks round 8. It's probably one of my worst game of the season, to be honest. But nothing working out perfectly, and it is what it is. 2 combats, 1 Spice Must Flow, end of the Chillax track. Judge the process, not the outcome, but even the process was not fantastic. It just didn't click right. But yeah, trying for both round 7, round 8 combats, losing both, it is what it is. In the end, it does give us this kind of result. And obviously being last play round 8, not being able to hit that highliner, kind of made it what it is. But yeah, Baron got the final trolling. True, he got trolled in the end. It is what it is. But yeah. Alright then. Thanks a lot everyone for joining in. If you enjoyed, please hit that like. I hope to see you very soon again. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye bye.